It's fine.
Okay.
Most CEOs are sociopaths, so.
Most who are sociopaths?
CEOs.
Oh, yeah, sure they
So,
are.
I mean, it's destined for success.
Hello, and welcome to the Booze Book Baedeker. We read Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn.
Indeed.
They're going to make a movie, or they are making a movie out of it.
Yeah, the trailer's out on the internet.
Oh, I should watch that.
Absolutely. So true.
We love this book. I know because Josh texted me this morning saying, this book wins.
Yeah. It was a moment of desperation. I don't like to admit that I like Christina's choices in books, but sometimes you gotta.
I like your books sometimes. It's true. True story.
Once.
Not once. Several times. Most times. So let's just start with a 12-step program. Step 1, be crazy. Step 2, have crazy but not quite as crazy parents. If you couldn't tell, my 12 steps are kind of from Amy Doone's perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was supposed to say
She's trying to work on her writing, and I can tell that you are too, you know.
Step 3, prepare for an epic psycho stunt by warming up by terrorizing a childhood friend and then a boyfriend. Step 4, get married.
Why not?
Step 5, lose the majority of your trust fund. Step 6, move from New York City to North Carthage, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there was already a Carthage, but it was more south,
Right.
so they called it North Carthage. Step 7, freeze your husband's sperm, write fake diaries, and collect evidence that will frame your husband for murder.
That's terrifying.
Step 8, disappear. Step 9, talk to too many people and get all your cash stolen. You know, for such a planner. Ugh.
That's why I'm an introvert.
Step 10, reach out to a rich old boyfriend, Desi, who is as crazy as you are. Step 11, frame old boyfriend for your kidnapping and rape, and then kill him. Step 12, reunite with and exonerate your husband and live psycho ever after with your frozen sperm baby. And that's pretty much
Yeah.
the story in a nutshell.
Sperm popsicles. Got weird.
I didn't even know you could freeze sperm and it still worked. I mean, you can do that with eggs, but whatever.
It's like, it's like what Walt Disney did with his head.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Carbon froze it.
Oh, fun fact. Fun fact. So what was your favorite part about this book, Josh?
You know, my favorite part is actually probably the nerdiest part, the writing itself. But that's usually what happens to me.
Okay, like for example?
So I liked how the first part was kind of each person's kind of interpretation of their marriage and their meeting. And then the second part was like, oh wait, everyone lies. It's totally a House reference.
Okay, yeah, so Josh just got finished
Yeah.
watching all of
Sorry.
House. He came here, he's like, I'm
channeling.
lost and empty, I
I'm
need a new
channeling.
show to watch.
Yeah.
Just watch the book or read the book.
But no, I thought it was a pretty realistic way to, I don't know, describe a relationship maybe? Not necessarily a marriage. I've never been married, so I don't know. But
Yeah, this was not, well, I mean, I've only
well,
been married once,
have you ever
but
been in a crazy marriage?
I don't know, I think everything is, I mean, where's the bar? How do you set a bar like
Yeah,
that?
right.
You're only married
What-
once, so how do you know if it's
What's
crazy?
normal?
Exactly.
Oh, our marriage is normal.
You heard the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh man, they were just so, I mean, to say they were dysfunctional, oh my gosh, it was funny though. True story, a friend at work read this book. Hi, Terry Schlegel-David. And you know what she said to me? She goes, I thought it was a love story. She just thought it was so great that they were both so dysfunctional in a way that worked with each other.
I hope she doesn't watch this.
I did another book club with her, and everybody else at the table was like,
Really?
What did you say, Terry?
I don't know.
Yeah, and she was, her face lit up, and she was like, I thought it was a love story.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I would have liked to see is in the diary entries for Amy, you got to kind of experience her writing style, which I actually thought was really good. But then Nick's the writer, so like, why can't I experience his writing style? It was
But
just
he
more
was
like his
never,
thoughts.
yeah, he was never writing.
Right.
That was just
That's true.
kind of first person, this
Touche.
is what's happening
The
to
author's
me.
smarter than me, is what you're saying. I'm just kidding.
You're very bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. I needed that.
So I felt really bad for Bleeker the cat. I also felt bad for Desi. Okay, random thought
Well,
here.
Desi was kind of a creep.
Well, yeah, but he shouldn't have been framed for rape and kidnapping and then
I mean,
murder.
that's true.
I don't think anybody deserves that. Well, I'm sure somebody does. Well, who can decide? Oh, I'll give it a go if
What's
I have
normal?
to.
What's normal?
She was an excellent planner. Like, she planned this
I think she's just a
forever.
psychopath.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's step one. Be crazy.
That's true.
That
Step
is
2
step one.
even is, well, have crazy.
But not quite as crazy parents.
All right. Evil begets evil.
That's what I liked about this book. Like you knew something was wrong with Nick because he was saying to himself in his head, okay, that's like the fourth lie I've told. I've got this phone. Why won't the person call? Like, he was super shady. But then you were also like, well, maybe the parents did it because the parents are broke and they know that they'll get publicity if Amy goes missing. So maybe it's the parents. And then you're like, well, maybe it's Nick's crazy dad because he's crazy and he hates women, you know? And yeah.
I mean, maybe. Or maybe she's just a psychopath.
Well, that's what ended up being the case for surezies.
Yeah.
As they say, for surezies. Whoa, my beard just like disappeared. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
It's magical.
Okay, now we'll pick it up from for surezies. Okay? So,
What?
For surezies.
For surezies.
For surezies.
As the kids say.
Oh my gosh. So we get halfway through the book before those kind of doubts. Was it Nick? Was it Amy's parents? Was it Nick's dad? Once we're halfway through the book and we start part 2, we know for sure Amy has been up to no good.
Yeah.
No good.
I don't get it. Did she just not like cooking for Nick anymore?
No, it wasn't. Come on, you read this book. You don't know what set her off.
Not really.
The affair.
I'm an oblivious man.
The affair.
Wow.
He would come home.
To each their own.
Smelling like Andy's. And she did not like that. She did not like that.
Maybe. Never mind.
So,
PG-13 audience.
right. Because of a show that revolves around booze. Right.
Booze is allowed in PG-13 movies.
Excellent. I think cigarettes have to be off screen. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
No, I don't think so.
So let's
You're
talk.
limited to one F word.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about Andy.
Andy. That's like Angie, but Andy.
So what? She was like 23.
Nick.
What size were the underwear?
I know.
What size are Amy's underwear?
He's dipping his pen in the wrong ink. That's all I know about.
So Amy wears a size 2? Yeah. Except Amy doesn't wear a size 2.
What's she wear?
Andy wears a size 2.
Oh.
That's what that was all about. Yeah, and all those clues were just.
See, when it comes down to details, like if this were to happen to me, not saying I cheat on people that I go out with, but
But
I'd
Always
be totally
a but.
oblivious to all these. Like, I don't know, ring size, waistline, I have no idea. I just like eating popcorn and watching movies.
oh. So man, Andy. I like how Amy friended Andy on Facebook, but Andy didn't know it. And how she used a stock photo.
How didn't she know, though?
Who know what?
How didn't Andy know that Amy friended Andy?
Wait, say it one more time.
So Amy friended Andy.
Right. Andy
How
accepted.
did Andy know that that was Amy? Was it a fake account?
Andy didn't know it was Amy.
I know. How?
Because she used a fake picture, fake
Oh.
name. Yeah.
Alright. That's fine.
So, mystery solved.
Alright. Yeah, that's creepy. I don't know. Have you ever done that?
Set up a fake Facebook account?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, me neither.
I feel like everybody in this room has actually set up a fake Facebook account.
I actually haven't. Actually, you know what's really funny about all my social media is I used to be really against social media. And so my girlfriends would make me like the most popular one. Like one of my girlfriends made me my MySpace profile. One girlfriend made me my Facebook profile. One girlfriend made me my Twitter account.
So is this
But
how
now I've gotten into like social media and now I actually use it and it's really weird. That's really all I have. So, I mean, technically I didn't make my accounts. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I
Who
think-
made your YouTube account?
Oh, Christina made the YouTube account.
Oh, for funny. Oh, for funny. Okay, moving on.
We created the password together, though.
It's true. Teamwork. Okay, so we know that.
Wait, quick question on the password, because I don't even know the answer to this. Do both of you know the whole password, or do you each only know your part of the password?
We both know the whole thing.
Boo.
It would be cool. It would be really cool if we had to call each other, like, what's the... Yeah.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. However that would work technologically.
So she's gone. She goes down south. She gets a car. She pays cash for the car. She has a store of cash. She actually is thinking of killing herself to like fully frame Nick.
Yeah.
But then she's like, well, that's not fair. Why should I have to pay the price? He's the asshole. So then she starts rethinking her plan. But she doesn't have a lot of money.
She shouldn't have bought a bar.
Or she shouldn't have made a loan to buy a bar.
Right.
Something. Why was she being so social with people? That was stupid. I feel like she wouldn't have done that. Like her character up to that point was just so meticulous, and now she's all like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be dead, but I'm gonna go talk to these people."
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess I have no idea. Desperation, loneliness,
Yeah, I guess.
needing outside contact with anyone. I don't know.
I don't know. The scene where she gets robbed, I thought was, I mean, I've never been robbed, but it seemed like it was really realistic. Like, she didn't yell or scream or anything, and it was over real quick because she knew she would be overpowered, and it was just like, whoo!
I mean, yeah, that actually brings up a really good point about robbery. Like, is that what a robber typically would expect from someone? Like, they wouldn't really
Yeah, I don't
put up a
know.
fight?
I don't know.
I don't know. Carry mace.
Carrie Mace.
Carry mace. Or a horn to blow in their ear.
So then,
Is that right?
so now she has no money. She has no money, so she is forced to rely on Desi. She takes a huge risk. The biggest risk she takes is calling Desi and being like, "Hey, I need help."
Did you think Desi was creepy?
Yeah. Do you know what else I thought was creepy?
Huh.
How when Nick went to go visit Desi and Desi's mom to kind of look for clues, he said that her mom smelled vaginal. And then, let me finish. But then later, when Amy's talking about Desi's mom, she's like, "Yeah, Joey smells like vaginal." Another point that this is a love story and that Nick and Amy were meant for each other.
Have you ever described someone's smell like that? That's my question.
No, I don't think so. Oh, you know what? When you're near her, like shaking her hand or giving her a hug, she just has no. I've never described someone like that before.
Me neither.
Luckily, because I've never had to.
Well, good perspective. Good perspective. But yeah, I mean, you are right. They both describe her the same way.
Yeah, because they're
So,
in love.
They are,
Because
and
they're
they're willing
meant
to
for each
cover up
other.
murder together. That's how you know you're right for each other.
And Nick really got her. Like when he was talking to the cameras, like she fell for it. She was like, "Oh, Nick wants me back. Nick loves me."
But he's not going to remember any of your clues for any of your anniversaries. So there's that.
When he brought Go to the woodshed, and Go was like, "Oh my gosh, she's confessing to me," and I don't know what it was he said, but he's like, "For this reason alone, I hate Amy." It's like, ooh, she got you good. Even your sister thinks you're a murderer.
She's devious.
Oh man, is she? Is she ever?
The most devious. I mean, I feel like if you can get someone to go along with the murder you did,
Right.
you got to be pretty devious.
But he didn't want to go along. But his lawyer.
And
What was his name? Something Bolt. Tanner Bolt.
Tanner Bolt.
Tanner Bolt. He was a BFD.
He should have bolted from that case.
He liked the high-profile cases.
That's true.
He was pricey. And
But didn't ultimately, like, what won over Nick is the fact that Amy got pregnant, and he, like, always wanted a kid with her.
right. And he took her to the clinic
See?
and wanted
devious. She's devious.
wanted to see the blood being drawn. He just didn't trust her. I mean, you can't trust her. You can't trust anything that woman says. Nothing. That kid is going to be so messed up. That is going to be the most messed up little frozen sperm baby ever.
Maybe. Or maybe it's going to be the best kid ever.
Yeah.
What if they change their ways, you know? The past is the past. Let's move forward.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love this book. You know what I thought was very clever about this book? The way it wasn't that you had to read the next chapter to find out the answer to your question. You had to read the next chapter, and then the chapter after that actually had the answer to your question. Like, it was double cliffhanger. It was just like real page turner.
Absolutely. How many days did it take you to read the book?
Not long. I don't know, weekend?
A weekend.
Yeah.
That's how long it took me too.
All right. Well, yeah, 'cause you just can't put it down.
Exactly.
Just can't.
Or because I'm a procrastinator.
Did you start this weekend?
I read 80 pages before this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'll have you know.
Okay. So it didn't really catch you. Well, you had no choice by that point. But it did catch you, didn't it? Like,
Oh, absolutely. Once it got going, like, from the beginning of the book to the end of the book, I would have never predicted anything that happened. You know, I thought it was kind of a cookie cutter, like, oh, this guy's wife went missing. I wonder what happened.
It's always the husband.
Yeah, exactly. Which,
Yeah.
also, another note, why I don't want to get married. The spouse is always the number one suspect. Why? Like, some psychologist
Because
determined that was the most reasonable person that would murder someone.
No, it's statistically speaking, it's
I know,
usually the
that's
spouse.
terrifying.
That's why. It's not like people are all like, witch hunt. It's usually the spouse.
Hence why I don't want to get married. I'm not going to invite my murderer into my own home.
That is the wisest thing I have ever heard anyone say. Oh my gosh, my mind has just been blown.
Right?
You think you're watching Wedding Vows, but really it's an invitation to be the most likely
That's what I'm
person to
saying.
murder you.
Especially when you got devious Amy.
Oh man.
Or amazing Amy.
And it wasn't until, what, like 2/3 of the way into the book that we hear these stories about how she framed, like she has a history, like
She's a
from like being 8, 9, 10 of framing people. And like the antifreeze thing, because she was holding that antifreeze vomit over Nick's head. Oh my gosh. And then finally he got rid of the antifreeze vomit. And that's when she got pregnant because she didn't have anything over him anymore.
See?
Man.
These are all just bullet points in my list of why I'm not getting married.
Should they retitle this book Reasons Not to Get Married?
Absolutely. Yeah, why not to get married for dummies?
So you would recommend this book?
I would, yeah.
I would too.
I mean, in all honesty, I wasn't looking forward to reading in the beginning. But once it kind of grabbed me, I really didn't know where it was going. And it ended in a place where I didn't expect it. So that's really all I can ask for in a book.
You thought for sure someone was going to die. One of the two main characters was going to die at the end. And
They
Yeah.
don't?
Whoa!
So it really did have a surprise ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very surprised. But I hear the movie is going to have a different ending.
The movie that's coming out in October 2014.
Yeah. Yep, so that'll be interesting. Hopefully it doesn't wreck it.
Yeah, all the people who read the books are going to be like, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
I feel like that happens all the time.
Yeah. True
It
story.
happened in Watchmen. It's very sad.
That movie was so violent.
But it was amazing.
You think I'm locked in here with you, but really, you're locked in here with me.
It's the ultimate Rorschach test.
What do you see? pretty little butterflies.
I love Watchmen.
So read Gone Girl.
Yeah.
So 2 out of 2
Watchmen.
approve on Boozberg Baedeker. Pretty sure the guy behind the camera, Bill Rainey, would approve too, but he didn't read it. But you all caught up to speed now, right, Billy? You don't even need to.
Yeah, I would recommend this highly. And I would
See?
recommend that everyone read.
Next episode.
50 Shades of Grey.
We're gonna do something different next.
Guest panel.
Yeah, guest panel.
Yeah. Foreign correspondence.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
It's gonna be fun. We don't know how it's gonna work yet, but I'm telling you, it's gonna work.
So we got Anne and Brenda, and I think someone else volunteered too, but I can't remember who it was.
Me too. Don't let them watch this.
Well, they will be known after we record, because you need 3 for a panel, don't you think? I think so.
3's crowd.
3's perfect number. Balance.
But it's not a prime. Wait. I don't know.
And then after that, we have Rosemary's Baby.
Oh yeah.
That'll be good.
Guest host?
Guest hosts Keel and Pete, both who have been on this show before.
Keel's been on twice, and then
Pete's been on once.
Pete's been on once.
But they've never been on the show together at the same time, so that'll be a
It's true.
first.
Absolutely. It's going to be exciting. A lot of back and forth between people that you don't see often.
So thanks for joining us. We hope you like Gone Girl, and if you haven't read it, read it.
Enjoy it.